think what we'll do is we'll open up a couple of chocolate items that were sent to me by Nalem27 a little while ago. So on this side we've got what looks like pistachio chocolate praline cups, and on this side we've got rum flavour praline chocolates, I think. So let's give these a try. Starting with the rum flavour chocolates. So I see they're wrapped in sort of greaseproof paper inside of that. Okay, and they are little dome-shaped chocolates. Let's give that a try. That's interesting. Those are not exactly what I thought they were going to be. I thought these were going to be little rum flavoured truffles, but in fact they are hollow, well, in fact they're liquid centre rum filled chocolates. Very, very sweet. Actually rather nice. A little bit boozy, but yeah, really good. Okay, so now let's have a look at these. These are the pistachio flavour, I think, chocolates. Somewhere there's a tear strip on here. Okay. And so here we've got little chocolate cups filled with, well, I think chocolate and pistachio. Let's give it a try. Yeah, really nutty. I don't know if that's like a coconut ice type of thing in the bottom there. No, it's actually pistachio, a whole pistachio nut. Some sort of green coloured, I think, sugar confection around it. And then a layer of nutty praline on top. Yeah, those are really nice. Really nice and nutty, sweet, nice cocoa flavour. So I'm going to take these away now and share them with Jenny, I think. I'm not sure she'll be interested in the rum flavour ones, but I will of course offer. So thanks again, Nalem27, for sending me these lovely things. I've really enjoyed that, and it's a nice thing to have with my cup of coffee here on the day after Boxing Day. just want to talk a tiny little bit about my first experience of using Fiverr. If you've never heard of it before, Fiverr is a freelancing site where you can go and contract the services of various different professional and amateur artists, and you can have custom pieces of work made for often surprisingly low prices. So I was in the middle of editing a scam baiting video, and I had this email which, to me, had such repetition in it, I wondered if it could be made into a song. I have very little musical talent myself, so I searched Fiverr and I found Eric Castilla, who promises he can compose a song to my lyrics. So I gave him the challenge of singing this email. Now initially he was quite sceptical about that because I think he thought maybe he was going to get dragged into a conversation with a scammer, and I can see why anybody would be reluctant to do that. But actually, after he realised what I was doing, he was all for it, and he produced this song, which, considering that the initial email that he was working from had no intention of being lyrics, and it had no rhyme or metre to it itself, it actually came out surprisingly good, and it was well received by everyone. If you haven't seen that, I'll place a link in the video description below that goes directly to the song. It's also available on his YouTube channel, and I'll put a link to his YouTube channel and his Fiverr page in the video description. So that was my first experience of using Fiverr, and it was wholly positive. There are all kinds of skills available on Fiverr, and I'm going to have another video coming soon where I tell you about something else I've done on Fiverr, but that's a bit of a secret at the moment. But I think this service offers potential for people in tricky situations where there might not be sufficient employment locally to earn money in honest and wholesome ways. Ah, bananas. Breakfast of monkeys? So, we're all familiar with these bananas. Now, I happen to think this is about the optimum point of ripening for bananas when it's got this little speckled outside, looks a bit like a pancake texture. This is when I find they are the tastiest. I know a lot of people like them greener than this, but I happen to think they're not really quite bananas yet when they've not fully ripened. But anyway, what about these bananas? Smaller than these bananas. These are called baby bananas apparently, but I think these might be apple bananas in a lovely plastic bag. If only nature had found a way to protect the outside of a banana from damage, we wouldn't have to wrap it in plastic like this, but you know, I guess that's just a problem we can't solve. The good news is this plastic is recyclable. I can recycle this locally and it will be made into more plastic bags. So, what about these bananas? And what about these bananas? Red bananas. So just different species or varieties of cultivated banana. Now, we're very familiar with what these taste like. Not so much these. So let's give these a taste today. So I'm going to pick one that I think is probably the ripest of the bunch. I reckon it's maybe that one there. And it's a tiny banana about the size of my finger. Let's see if it's any different to a regular banana inside. Peel seems like it might be a little bit thinner than your regular banana. What does it taste like though? It does actually have a different taste. It's got a slightly more fruity ester sort of aroma to it. It's really difficult to actually nail down, but it tastes a little bit like pears or indeed apples. So I think these probably are apple bananas. But yeah, it's got a bit more of a acidic fruitiness to it, but also that kind of banana flavour which is similar to pear drops, pear ester fruitiness, is slightly different in this fruit. It's very good. The texture of the fruit, I would say, is a little bit more floury perhaps, a little bit drier texture to it, but not unpleasant. So yeah, that's nice. Definitely worth seeking out because it's a different flavour. And how about these red bananas then? So, again, different variety of banana. That one looks like it might be optimally ripe, perhaps even a little bit over. Now these don't seem to peel from the stalk end, and so I will peel from the blossom end. Yeah, possibly a little bit over this one. Seems a bit soft on the inside. I'm going to lose that little bit at the end there because that just doesn't look very appetizing. So here we've got, well, it's not red on the inside obviously, but paler flesh than a conventional banana for this stage of ripeness. Not a lot of difference in flavour between the regular bananas and the red bananas, but different texture. It's a more creamy, yeah, it's got a more creamy, silky sort of texture to it. I think we might have been a little bit over on ripeness there actually, so I'm going to try one from the other end of the bunch, which definitely feels firmer than the first one. So let's have a look at this one. So yeah, definitely firmer inside, not at the same stage of ripeness, but again that paler flesh. And let's have a taste. Yeah, definitely a more silky texture than your conventional banana. I'm not going to open these because I know what these are like, and I think you probably do too. So there we go, that's 3 different kinds of bananas, of 2 of which we've tasted today. Finger or mini or apple bananas and red bananas. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.